All right, should have both streams up and running here. Welcome to the new year. Welcome to 2021. All right, we'll go over the market, interesting sell-off that we got. We'll go over today's plays. All right, talk about what to expect moving forward the rest of the week here. Okay, so let's get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for January 4th, 2021. Q's down 1.4%, SPY down 1.3%. Came into today bullish. Also came into the morning bullish. Talked about it at the open. So as we got this sell-off, was not something that I was anticipating. We got this sell-off here right at the open. Now, I mean, we have been moving up quite a bit. You know, the weekly is been on a pretty prolonged uptrend. But, you know, for me, that's not enough to just start anticipating tops and guessing every time we get a new high that we're going to get this kind of sell-off. What this sell-off does do for us is give us a new line in the sand here. Underneath today's low, we will no longer be bullish. Okay, so that's what we'll have to wait and see and find out tomorrow. Is today's low just a pullback to support? A pretty steep one here as the market went a little bit climactic there on the intraday into the lows. Okay, but it is still a higher low here. Okay, so if we do take this out though underneath today's low, and that goes for the Qs and the SPY, the next sell setup, which will be into a declining 20 MA here. Okay, this will be declining by that time. If we take out the lows and then do a sell setup, which essentially is a rally back to the declining 20 MA, that should be a playable opportunity for lower. Okay, and that will be where we initiate the bearish bias. Okay, so if we break underneath today's low, no longer bullish, we'll switch to neutral there, and then the next bearish setup should be playable. Okay, so we'll see. So what I need essentially is just this hourly to go into a downtrend. Is this the start of it? Okay, that's what the question is. That's what we'll find out. All right. So Qs and SPY, similar picture here on the SPY. It's going to be the same thing underneath today's low, no longer bullish. If we take that out, next sell setup should be playable. Okay. All right. Let's go over this stuff from today. The NEO was the first play here. A little bit sloppy. Didn't really love the way it was trading too much. Did like how it was doing a weekly buy setup though. Weekly buy setup daily, also clearing that congestion there. So gave this a shot here. Just the wrong time on this one. Was pretty bullish there as I was taking out this base. This one was one I was just doing. I did this one. Was not a call for the room. Really didn't like the way it was trading. I figured also, based on the way it's moving, was going to be a difficult one to manage. But actually, you know what? It just took out the stop. So there wasn't really much to manage there. Automatically out of it there before it kind of took off there. And so, you know, we have seen a good amount of shakeouts going into the end of last year. Things that kind of are a little bit sloppy in the morning and then work better later on, either late morning or into the afternoon. MTNB was one that we played last week, right? And it's kind of sloppy in the morning, and then finally gave us a good entry here into the afternoon, and we're able to stick with it until the end of the day there. And even in the afternoon, got a little bit of sloppiness. So you know, that's just the way things are these days. And didn't think that going into this week that things would be all that much different. We did follow that up, the NIO with the SLCA, which worked a lot better here. Played it over this base here, so this was a call for the room. Played it over 830. Stop down here at the bottom of the base. Target 1, 860. Okay, got that there, trailed half, and then target 2 was $9 into 890. Was close enough, took another portion there, and then the last piece got trailed out there on the hourly. So even on this one, which I thought was pretty okay, as far as I thought, I'm fine with the management, and didn't break any of the management rules for this one. Yeah, was fine, but even this kind of gave me a little bit of a shakeout there as well. So that was the SLCA there. Here is the numbers from that today. So here was the SLCA here. Okay, called right here. Okay, so 831 by 803, 860 T2 to be determined. All right, and then once we got up there to the 890, that's where I said go ahead and 2-minute bar by bar, that quarter there. Okay, so that was the SLCA. Pretty par for the course, standard stuff that we were doing for the last few weeks, kind of really since since I've been calling plays. This stuff is pretty standard, and then management was just part of the following the management plan. So hopefully you were able to catch the SLCA here. I thought overall today some sloppy stuff, but not a bad start to the week and to the year. So hopefully you did well. If not, we'll be back at it tomorrow. All right, I'll talk to you then. So really interesting to see what we'll get here in the Qs and SPY. Is this the turning point here right in the beginning of the year where we're able to start a downtrend? Today's low will be our line in the sand. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good rest of the